In this video, we talk about the top 9 things that you need to know before investing in the stock market. So if you want to know what are those things, check this video out. Hi everyone, this is Marvin Guillermo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about the stock market, about trading, so that you can use the stock market to help you reach your goals of financial freedom. So what are you waiting for? Stay till the end, hit like, subscribe, and be part of the 1% of Filipinos trading and investing with confidence. Hey guys, so in this video, I want to cater this to a lot of the people who are relatively new into investing, those who don't know much about the stock market yet, or those who set resolutions to start investing this 2020. So I will cater this to people who want to start their journey towards trading. Step-by-step rules, the intangibles, the things that you need to know before investing in the stock market. So rule number 1, please know this: never ever invest just because people told you to invest. You have to know your firm conviction. You have to at least know what you're getting into so that you do not blame other people should you lose money as well. You need to know the pros, the cons, the risks, and the reward. If you cannot, the question that you should ask yourself is basically this: do I know the risk that I'm getting into when I'm buying the stock? Do I know the company that I'm buying? Is there a compelling reason when I start buying this company? Is there a compelling reason also that should cause me to sell this company? If you cannot answer those questions, then probably you are not yet ready also to invest in the stock that you're buying into. Please remember this: you do not have to be an expert to invest in the stock market. You don't have to be an analyst. You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to be a technician, but at least you need to know the things that would cause you to actually buy the stock and the things that would also cause you to sell the stock as well. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, please never give in to greed. Only put an amount of money that you don't plan to touch for a very long period of time. It has to be an amount of money that even if it goes to zero, you're okay with it. It has to be an amount of money that even if a stock will drop at a certain percentage, you can still sleep well at night. It should not be an amount that, here's the thing, majority of the people normally that get scared when stocks go down or get emotional also when it goes up are basically people who put an amount of money thinking that if it goes higher, I will get a massive jackpot. Please remember this: that's good and well. Everyone's so optimistic. Everyone likes to see their stocks go up. But please remember, it doesn't happen all the time. You don't always get a winning position. You don't always see a stock go up 100%. You don't always see a stock go up 50%, 200%. You also have to be prepared that what if it goes 5% down, 15% down, 20% down? Is that okay for you? Is that something that you can tolerate? It has to come to a point that you are only putting money that you don't plan to touch for a very long period of time. But not just that, even if it goes to zero, you're supposed to be okay with it. And that's what will give you the confidence to make trades that a lot of people don't make as well. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, investing in the stock market should be aligned with your financial plan, meaning it's already set. Are you investing for 10 years? Are you investing for 15 years? Are you investing for retirement? Or is this money something that you will use for a business that you plan to put up someday? Or is this money something that you will use when you start to retire at this certain age so that you have a target? Please remember, everything should be goal-based. Invest in a goal first before you even put in an amount of money. It has to be segmented that way. It has to be based on whatever your plan is, because the biggest problem of a lot of people is when they start earning, they don't know what to do and they take out the money and use it to buy stuff that they actually don't need. The name of the game is you need to know what your goal is and what your timeline is so that you will be guided by that. Those who know how to set their timelines, those who know how to set their goals and their plans will actually win, because they're not just aiming for getting larger amounts of money, but they are aiming for how they hit their goals. Whatever it may be, I suggest jot down your goal and jot down if that goal will match your investing in the market. Tip number 4, when you start investing and you start trading already, my suggestion is this: you invest a very small amount of money first. Of course, it's amazing to put in large amounts of money because the stock market at the end of the day is a volume game, meaning the larger amount of money that you put, the more earnings you will get. That's something that you do later on already when you start developing your craft, when you start developing your skill, when the earnings are already there, when you already see a track record that you know what you're doing, when you already see that, hey, this is my style, this is my technique. You have to answer the question, are you trading or are you investing? You need to know that first day, because if you don't know that first, everything else will be guessing. And I'd rather that you make mistakes with a small amount of money than a large amount of money. Please remember, in the stock market, you will always make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the game. It will never happen that you will not make any mistakes, because even the best investors make mistakes. Even the best investors experience days when the stocks that they have are actually down as well. So the goal for you and your narrative is, when you're starting, you start with a smaller amount. If you have #1,000,000 pesos that you want to put in the stock market, start with 10,000 first. If you have 100,000, start with 10,000 first. If you have 500,000, start with 10,000 first. Why? Because that will give you the confidence to see that, hey, if it's working for 10, I'll try to make it 20, then I'll try to make it 40, then 80, then 160, then 320, until you maximize and utilize your entire position. A lot of people want to put in the large amounts already because they're rushing. And I'll tell you this, never, ever, 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 ever rush. The fastest way for you to reach your goals of financial freedom is to do it slow. And that's why I keep saying this in the channel. The name of the game is not to get rich quick, but to get rich right. And that's how you win. And that's how you get to do it repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over again. Don't focus first on how much you can earn. Focus first on how much skills that you can bring into the game, because it's your skill set that will make you money. The stock market is just like any other business, just like any other profession. It's all about the skills that you put in. A lot of people are saying that they lose money in the markets. A lot of people are saying that a lot of people would lose money, that it's not something that's very, very profitable. Because you have to remember this, people come with the expectation that I put in money, it will work hard for me. But guess what? It doesn't work that way, because if it works that way, then everyone would be billionaires. You have to figure out your skill set also. You have to build the skill set for it. And here's the thing. If at the 7-year point, 5-year point, 3-year point of you doing this, it's not actually progressing, then you figure out, hey, then probably other investments may work better for you as well. But here's the thing, rather, it's more amazing that you get to try it with a smaller amount than to see it or than not trying it at all. So there. Then, after progressing also, and as you start trading, my next suggestion is this. If you want to be an investor, you need to know fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis tells you what's happening in the general macro. Fundamental analysis tells you also the qualitative stuff in the company. Who are the owners? What's the brand? What are the things that sets the company apart up against its competitors? You also need to know the quantitative data in the company. What's its EPS? Is it currently cheap? Is it massively lower than its fair value? How much debt does it have? Is the company liquid? Should they have any payables, obligations that they need to settle? Do they have enough assets to be able to cover it? Is the income growing? Is the sales growing? Things like that. If you want to be an investor, you need to look at it from a company front. You need to know the specific details of how amazing the company is. And you also need to know the specific details if the company is actually bad. Because here's the thing, the biggest secret is you don't have to buy all of the companies in the market. The biggest secret is you only buy the companies that make sense for you from a fundamental analysis perspective. Especially if you're an investor, please remember, if you are an investor, you cannot excuse yourself. You need to know the fundamentals of the company, because it's the fundamentals of the company that will drive the growth in the future. It's the fundamentals of the company that will help you sleep well at night. Without knowing that, then guess what? You won't be able to crush it in the markets. You won't be able to win. The best that you will ever do is just guess. The best that will ever happen is just you thinking that the stock market is the lottery. It's gambling. But if you know and you have a method based on fundamentals, guess what? You will do okay and you will start to win. Now, if you're trading, next step is you need to know technicals. Technicals, by the way, works also if you're investing, because it tells you, technical analysis basically is this. It's you following the charts. It's you following market price based on what's happening, whether the stock is headed up, trending up, and you start to position on it. If the stock is trending down or falling, you stay away from it and you avoid it as well. Technical analysis will teach you that you do not have to be in the market all the time, that you only have to be in the market when it counts the most. You only have to be in the market when it makes the most sense to you. You only have to be in the market when it's telling you to start buying, when those signals are coming in. And you also need to exercise the discipline that when those signals are not there, that you stay away, that you don't do any action unless the charts are telling you. So basically, technical analysis will tell you the stock is moving up, you position, and you have to have the discipline that while it's moving up, while you're making money, you do not sell too quick as well. And when it starts to reverse, when it starts to go down, that's when you take profits. That's when also when it starts to go down, you also stay away from the stock as well and come back to fight another day when it starts to reverse, when it starts to go up, when the charts are telling you again that it's a better time to come in as well. Next tip. By the way, are you guys learning? I hope you guys are learning. I wanted to make this consolidated tips for all of you guys, especially for those who are new into the market, because I need to understand this, that there are people in this channel for the past 2 years already that are more advanced. There are people who are just starting out as well, and I wanted to make this consolidatory video for all of you guys that are new. Comment I'm learning. If you guys are learning, please smash the like button if this is something that's helping you as well. Anyways, let's continue. The next thing you need to know, the next tip, is you need to know when to cut losses. Especially if you are trading, when those technical parameters tell you to sell, regardless if it's a loss, you need to sell, you need to get out. If you're investing naman, it's a misconception that people will say you don't sell at a loss in investing. You will also. Why? Because remember what I said on the tip on fundamentals. You are coming in as a business owner. You are coming in knowing what the business is. So if the business is not doing well already, if the business is losing, if the business is losing to its competitors, or the macro or the sector is dying already, then you have to also sell, even if it's at the loss. Very, very important. You need to know how to protect your capital. Very, very important. You need to know how to cash out. Very, very important. You need to know how to get out if the business is not doing well already. And lastly, last tip for all of you is this. You need to know how to allocate your money. Meaning, technical analysis talks about timing. Fundamental analysis talks about selection. What's a good company? What's a bad company? But portfolio management tells you, if I have ₱1 million, how many stocks should I buy? Should it be 5? Should it be 7? Should it be 10 stocks? Should it be just 1 stock? It also answers the question, how should you diversify your stocks properly? Then after that, how should I put money into each stock? Meaning, if you have ₱1 million, you have 500,000 pesos, and then you decide, I will buy 5 stocks. Do you put 100,000 each, or do you put higher percentage of money to an account that to a stock that you know will perform better, to something that you're more bullish about, and a lesser percentage to a stock that you're less bullish about? Please remember this, those stocks, they're not always the same. There will be stocks that will be better. There will be stocks that won't move as fast as well. That's why you have to know, do you weight your stocks equally, meaning you put the same distribution to each stock, or do you put in more into something that you believe is more bullish as well? So very, very important. You need to know how to manage your portfolio very, 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 very well. And I believe those tips, these are things that will help you, especially if you're just starting out. I believe these tips are something that will give you greater insight into the world of the stock market, because the stock market's not boring. It's amazing. It's something lang from a Filipino perspective that's not talked about as much. That's why I've been creating massive amounts of videos per day, because I really believe that it's time that we make the stock market cool. It's time that we make the stock market something that's talked about as well. It's time that we make it come to a point that it becomes part of who we are as Filipinos, that investing should be something that's cool and talked about as well. So in line with that, if you want to learn more about fundamentals, technicals, portfolio management, and all of the other things that I've mentioned below, put them on the comment section. Whatever topic that you want me to make more, I'm gonna make more of it. If it's technicals, comment technicals. If it's fundamentals, comment fundamentals. If it's more of the basic terms, put basics. If it's more of portfolio management, put portfolio management. If it's more about cutting losses, comment them below. And I wanna hear your feedback as well, if videos like this is something that's helpful for all of you guys. And lastly, for those who want to learn via seminars, links are in the description for all of the sessions that I have. The next one is February in Taiwan, March Manila, April we will have London, then May we will have Singapore and also Qatar, then in June we will be in New Zealand, August we will be in Sydney, November Dubai and Tokyo. So there, any city around the world, we're gonna do it for you guys. Comment the city that you want me to be in also, and that's where we're gonna do the seminars. For those who want to consume via books, links are in the description also for you ordering it in Shopee as well. Before I end, I just want to end with this. The best time to invest is now. Why? You may not be able to predict what will happen in the market in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. But if you start today, you build the skills necessary already for you to become successful later on. Please remember this. Don't concern yourself of what the market conditions are, the macro is, especially if you're starting. Concern yourself of building your skills right here, right now, because that's the way you get better in the market. It's a skills-based investing, meaning the way you earn is also dependent on how much skills you have as well. And the only way you build your skills is to start right now. If you don't have a broker, open that account, open that brokerage account, trade, smash it, and put money that you don't plan to touch for a very, very long period of time, and keep on trading with that small amount until you gain the confidence. Please remember this. For if you don't feel that you're confident yet in the market, just keep on trading. Why? Because competence brings confidence, and when you have that competence already, you will be confident to trade the markets, and that's when you start to win. And that's what I want. That's why videos like this are so relevant, and that's why I keep making videos like this, because I just want you guys to win, and that's all I want. We just need to see the next generation, this generation, do better than the previous generation. We want to see this generation be the richest Filipino generation this country has ever seen. That we will see that from this generation will be birthed great investors, great entrepreneurs, people who will do well, that they're not waiting for opportunities to happen, but they make those opportunities happen as well. I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope this is something that add tremendous value to you. I hope that this is something that pushed you and changed the way you think about money, about investing, about the stock market as well. If this is something that is helping you, please like this video, comment below, and I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. So, Marvin Germo, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again tomorrow for the next video.